Deion Sanders shared urgent health message during press conference. Colorado head coach Deion Sanders was quite candid and vulnerable Monday as he detailed his offseason health battle in a press conference. Sanders, 57, who spent time away from the program with an ailment that was kept under wraps, revealed that he was diagnosed with bladder cancer and underwent surgery. Thankfully, Dr. Janet Kukreja, director of urological oncology at University of Colorado Cancer Center, who participated in the media briefing with Sanders, said the coach is cured after having his bladder removed. Score big savings on furniture, home essentials, kitchenware, patio sets, and tech. Throughout the event, Sanders repeatedly expressed his gratefulness for his doctors and thanked God. He also had an important message to anyone watching at home. Go to the doctor and get checked. Men, everybody get checked out. Because if it wasn't for me getting tested for something else, they wouldn't have stumbled up on this, Sanders said. Make sure you get the right care because without wonderful people like this, I wouldn't be sitting here today because it grew so expeditiously. But please get yourself checked. Sanders added that if he hadn't been diligent about getting examined, it could have been a whole other gathering today. Sanders had to have his bladder removed because the type of cancer he was dealing with had a high recurrence rate, Kukreja said. We proceeded with the removal of the bladder tumor. We removed the tumor. It was very high grade, invading through the bladder wall, not into the muscle layer, something we call high-risk non-invasive bladder cancer, she explained. Colorado assistant athletic trainer Lauren Askevold also said Sanders had a standard ACT scan of his vascular pattern due to his history of blood clots. Everything was fine vascular-wise, but after this test, Sanders' primary care doctor referred the coach to a urologist. I didn't have any signs, Sanders added. Moving forward, Sanders said he is fully back and ready to lead the Buffaloes onto the field this season, starting with the opener against Georgia Tech on August 29th. The room was packed, but unusually silent. There were no flashy introductions, no sunglasses, no gold chains. Just Deion Sanders seated behind the podium, wearing a plain Colorado Buffaloes hoodie and a serious expression that made it clear this wasn't about football. This ain't about wins or losses today, he began, voice calm but firm. This is about life. And for the next 15 minutes, Coach Prime did something that caught even the most seasoned journalists off guard. He opened up. Not about a new recruit or a bold prediction, but about his body, his mistakes, and a message he said the world needed to hear, now. I waited too long. The press conference was initially scheduled to update the public on the Buffaloes' fall camp progress. But Deion pivoted almost immediately, revealing that he had recently undergone a major surgery to remove his bladder after a battle with cancer. I waited too long to get checked, he said, shaking his head. I thought I was too busy, too strong, too prime. But let me tell y'all something. Cancer don't care about your nickname. His words carried a weight that hung over the reporters like a cloud. Sanders detailed the pain he had ignored. Frequent urination, lower abdominal cramps, blood in his urine. All symptoms he brushed off as dehydration or just getting older. By the time he finally saw a specialist, the diagnosis was serious, aggressive bladder cancer. The doc looked me dead in the eye and said, "You've got a decision to make. Fast." And it hit me, not like a linebacker, but like a father, a man, a child of God who might not see next season. A call to action. But Deion Sanders wasn't at the mic to earn sympathy. He was there to warn people, especially men, and especially black men, who statistically delay preventative checkups at higher rates than most demographics. Brothers, listen to me, he said, looking directly at the cameras. Go to the doctor. Don't wait for your body to scream before you whisper back. We ain't bulletproof. He cited that bladder cancer often shows subtle signs, and in many cases, early detection can lead to far better outcomes. I'm one of the lucky ones, he admitted. But I shouldn't have needed luck. I should have needed a checkup. The NCAA live stream of the press conference began trending within an hour. ESPN interrupted its midday programming to air clips. But it wasn't just sports media watching. It was fans, families, former teammates, and even his critics, all hearing something that transcended touchdowns and trophies. The human behind the helmet. What stood out most wasn't the medical detail. It was the raw emotion. At one point, Deion paused and looked down, visibly choking back tears. I tell my kids to be brave, to be leaders. But I couldn't even tell them I had cancer right away. He went on to describe the guilt he felt hiding it from his son, NFL rookie quarterback Shedeur Sanders. He had his own mountain to climb. I didn't want to weigh him down, he said, voice cracking. But looking back, maybe I should have let him carry some of mine. That's what family does. Reporters put their pens down. Cameramen zoomed in. And across the country, viewers listened as Coach Prime transformed into just Deion, a father, a fighter, and a man willing to be vulnerable. From prime time to real time. Sanders also used the moment to announce a new initiative he's starting in partnership with CU Boulder and local hospitals. Prime Check, a community outreach program designed to bring free mobile health screenings to underserved neighborhoods in Colorado and beyond. We're going to pull up in neighborhoods like it's a tailgate, he smiled. Free screenings, real talk, maybe even a DJ if I'm feeling good. We're going to make checkups cool. The room laughed, but the sincerity was still present. This wasn't a campaign. It was a mission. I've been blessed with a platform, he said. God didn't bring me through this just to keep coaching football. I've got a new play to run.